Alright, so the new update is finally out. I played around with it a bit since it came out for about 5 hours. This video is basically just going to be a guide on everything you should be doing and what's new and how all the systems work. But let's just get right into it. Alright, so first things first, to actually get to the island, you want to click Event Story and then go to Story. This will teleport you to this event island. Now, if you come over here next to this big windmill, there's actually a bunch of ore behind here. Make sure you mine this every single day. There's plat, gold, malachite, sunstone, pretty much everything condensed into one. There's a bunch of chests laying around. You should see that on your map. The hardest one to find is at the top of that tower right there. There's actually a lot of flowers of love right over here in this little area. The main next thing is killing the new event BANAKRO. So if we come over to the event story and then we come to the missions, let me see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus the 1. So I believe today, on the first day, we can have about 12 keys, which is about 1,200 star fragments and quite a bit of the exchange shop currency. As you can see from my store, I went ahead and bought these items. Just provided the most value to my account instantly. Don't need the scissors. I have 18 of them, and everything that is useful is level 3 at this point for me, so very lucky on that. I think most people are going to want to go ahead and buy the scissors immediately. Oh, but yeah, let's get back into the mission. You actually can just kill this guy 19 times and claim his cube while you're doing it with the keys that you get. You can go ahead and claim this cube about 12 times on the first day. Quickly, let's take a look at this. Initially, he gains defense when you do fire damage, but once you do enough fire damage, it greatly decreases his defense. And this basically allows you to one-shot him with pretty much anything. So, what I do is, I just go here on Fire Merlin, throw a bunch of fire on him. Wait like 3 seconds, and then I swap to melee and do damage. And he's literally instantly dead. You just need to apply a bunch of fire ticks to him, and then it like basically drops his defense down to 0, and then he instantly dies. Yeah, you get 100 star fragments and 20 tokens, I believe, per key. So yeah, that's basically it for that guy. Actually, since I got this new bear, I'm gonna just use his ability, and yeah, you can just run across the water with him. Later in the video, I will show you how to get the 3 new pets and what you have to do to get them. But let's quickly go through the events real quick. So we have a check-in event. I believe you get 120 summons, a bunch of keys, free SSR weapon, some potions here. We have the standard trial event. You just use her and get a couple of, 300 star fragments. This expedition event actually has a couple of gold pots in here. What is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gold pots. This will help you, well, might help you for catching one of the new pets. This is just a standard event, you know, just do what it says, get the loot from it. If you progress the story enough, we actually do get a free king, a free Diane, and we get an Escanor banner, because they buffed him like twice already. They buffed him to a rate where he's actually usable now. We have our official leaderboard season. I don't really talk about this much, but I'm very passionate when it comes to doing like leaderboard content and speedrunning. So this is a very big thing for me. We have Gallon at the moment. I'm just using a pre-burst Merlin team and killing with melee in about 2 E's on Gallon. The sectors aren't open yet, so I can't really show any of that. But coming with this official season, we get a new currency called Laurels. And what Laurels do is, if you come over to the achievements and then to the back, there's a new honor tab. And you just get passive rewards for ranking pretty well within the leaderboards. 120 is a massive, massive milestone. After that, it's 200, 500, and then 800. But I'll show you why 120 is so important right now. You get this Gentle Ninetales, and it is basically the same speed as the 5,000 loyalty pet. And it just looks so much better. So 120 Laurels would probably take the average player like 3 leaderboard seasons, maybe 4. So that is quite a long time. For me, it would probably take... It should take just about 2 seasons for me. which is still, what, 6 weeks? But I think that about covers it for the event banners that we have here. Alright, next up, the pet dispatch. I actually completely ruined mine today, so I unfortunately can't show too much, but TLDR, get as many pets as humanly possible. I would assign them to the very important ores first. I would assign them to Plat, Malachite, and Sunstone. I would send some out for gold if you're in need of gold. I definitely try to send them out every single day for these gems. All of them. Topaz, Amethyst, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Opal, Quartz. All of these. You want your pets getting all of these gems, Platinum, Malachite, and Sunstone. Absolutely, without a doubt, those are the ores you want your pets to be collecting every day. Now you can also make them collect forageables, and for that I would recommend making them collect things that are super out of the way or an individual. And by that I mean the stuff tied to these spell beads. Like the pouches, the golem hearts, the dentures, the unicorn horns, the dew chain, the quills, the dust bag, and the dwarf horn, stuff like that that's really out of the way and hard to collect. Unfortunately, it's not full autopilot yet. We simply don't have enough pets, but over time, you will be able to collect most of the map within one day. Me personally, I still have to go out and mine a couple things every day from the looks of it, but this helps alleviate a lot of the daily monotony of the gameplay. Two more small things. Brilliant potions. I've just been stockpiling my potions in hopes of this sort of thing coming out. It does require a malachite to make, so if you've already turned these into bars, it's kind of unfortunate for you, but and another thing, there is a new armor set. I really haven't found a use for this yet. From the looks of it, it only works on support heroes, and in this game that counts as a healer and an attack buffer. So the 3 units I know for a fact it works on is Holy Manny, Healer Tiore, Healer Holy Elizabeth. So personally, I'd probably just throw this on Tiore, since she scales off of attack for healing anyway. It also gives your main DPS a pretty good amount more damage, so it kind of just works out all around for putting this on Tiore. Anyways, let's move on to the 3 new pets. The 3 new pets being the Icy Frost Bear, the Dark Abyss Flare, and the Sulky Little Spoop. All of these new pets are back on the main island, so we're just going to go through a portal. And if you see on the map, there's now a new little ice pool in the ocean. Now, one thing to note before you get here, you need a Merlin Adventure Orb or a Gila Adventure Orb. Now, once we get here, I believe the time frame is anywhere from 1800 to 2100. Just go to 1800 and you should be fine. If this ice ball doesn't spawn, you can either relog or you can force your timer every 30 seconds. And he should be spawned in by now. So you're going to want to take a Merlin Orb or a Gila Orb and just shoot it at the ice. This will drop this guy from the sky. Standard pet capture, you get to catch this guy when he's low HP. It also has a 2% chance to catch the ghost, and it has a 0% chance to catch the final boss guy. So it'll be quite a grind for people who don't have gold potions, but if you're gonna send your gold potions anywhere, I'd probably throw it into this bear. Just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna show you that it's a 2% chance, even though I already have them. Would have been fun if we caught him there, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this was the first pet location. The second pet location is in the post town. You're going to want to fly up this mountain. And as you can see here, there's a little gravestone. And in order to summon the ghost, you actually need to cook one of these pumpkin candies. The recipe is honey, sugar, and a pumpkin. I'll throw that up on screen. The time frame for this guy starts at 2100, and I believe it goes on till midnight. But once you have this candy, you can come up to this tombstone and click use, and it will spawn in this little ghost guy. It will create a bunch of clones, but if you hold out your potion, you can actually see which one it is. Then you just slowly... Well, you don't do that. You slowly get him low HP. You'll just attempt to capture him like usual. He has the same rates as that frost bear. It's a 2% chance for this potion, the brilliant potion, and it's a 15% chance for the gold potion. Alright, the final and most complex pet is in Farewell Island. Some requirements before you attempt to do this. There's a hidden quest about right here in the middle of this ocean. There's a giant bald guy in the ocean. You have to do his hidden quest line. You can see right here, mine says 23 of 23. I've already done the mission, but yeah, there should be a bald guy right here. Once you complete his entire quest line, you should see a table in front of this tombstone looking object. What you need to do is come in your inventory and then craft a wisp lantern. This does require a common, a rare, and a purple insect, and then one malachite. So I just salvaged some ladybugs. I salvaged some fireflies and some tiger moths. And then you can salvage some butterflies, and that'll get you everything you need. Once you finish that hidden quest, and you have this wisp lantern, take your time to midnight, and from midnight till 3 a.m., I believe, you can summon this guy in. Now, do be aware, this guy is very dangerous. He does a bunch of damage, he heals half of his health every 15 seconds, and he's just extremely difficult to attempt to catch. So if you do have Elizabeth, now's a good time to use her, but I'm just going to be using Tiore. I recommend eating like some good defense food or something. I just eat some beef stew. That's all I got on me right now. Lightning Merlin would probably be the easiest to hit this guy, because he jumps around a lot. I do not recommend using Meliodas. Yeah, I'll quickly show you how he looks. So this guy does about 10,000 damage per orb that hits you. As you can see, I'm getting hit for like 13k. He also has a stun move, and he just moves around a lot. So we're going to try to get him a little low without killing him. As you can see, he heals like every 10 to 15 seconds. As you can see, my health is absolutely getting destroyed. This guy might as well be a raid boss. Once you do manage to get him low enough, you kind of have to just get him caught in an infinite cycle. If I can ever hit the guy. So when he starts healing, you want to just keep doing some perfectly timed potions. And that'll catch him in like an infinite cycle. Sort of like you're seeing here. This guy is a massive pain though, no matter what you do. So this is just going to take a lot of effort on your own. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and kill him for now. So I'm going to quickly show the resistances in the codex. So this guy has a 75% resistance. What this basically means is the brilliant potions have a 0% chance, and the gold potions have a 10% chance. This is the most resistant creature in the game. The bear and the ghost have a 70%. As I showed you earlier, it's a 2% chance for the brilliant and a 15% chance for the gold. That pretty much covers it for the event. But there is one more thing I want to talk about, and it's Elizabeth. After me and some Knighthood members tested it, she does seem to be absolutely amazing for raid content and just in general. Unfortunately, I haven't even pulled her yet, but at P5, when you use attack skill on her, she ramps up an insane amount of damage. So for most players, I'd recommend getting her P5. And once she's P10, she's absolutely insane. She gives your main DPS about 5,000 attack for free. So my attack's 24,000 right now. If I put on Liz, this would take it to like 29,000, maybe even 30,000 attack permanently just for free. Her P10 is absolutely cracked, as you would expect. She's also insane for a Wind Votho DPS support. And she's also amazing to pair with a Daisy or a Diane Earth team. All around, very good unit. I would get her P5. Unfortunately, I can't show her off yet. I don't have her, but I should summon her soon. I'll be putting out a video later today doing a max pledge run with some guildmates. And I think a lot of people will be happy to see this because it feels like they significantly nerfed this raid. Like, we were absolutely melting every boss compared to normal. Now, this could be because we had a Liz on the team and something with Liz is just absolutely broken. Or it could be they just nerfed this raid without telling anyone. But yeah, that video should be out later today. I might do a video on the Galland leaderboards, but I don't really know if people care too much about that. Oh yeah, well they also buffed Escanor quite a bit. It's still kind of the same situation. If he's not like P9 or P10, you kind of just don't really want to use him unless you're using him on Sword and Shield, believe it or not. He's actually pretty good on Sword and Shield in the raid. I don't even own him yet, so I can't really give my opinion on that too much. I completely skipped him because he was absolutely useless. Yeah, my next video will be on the raid, and I'll try to do a solo run, and I'll try to show a multiplayer run. I think 99% of people are going to want to stick with the 5-man raid, since the raids seem to be significantly nerfed. And then after that, I'll probably just make a video on like leaderboards and then Liz if I ever do end up getting her. But yeah, after that, I'm not really sure on what type of content people would want to see over the next 3 weeks because there really isn't too much going on outside of this daily event and the new raids. So if you guys have anything that's like, if you guys have any video ideas or anything you'd like to see, let me know in the comments because I really don't know what else I could make content on at this point. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the full guide and see you in the next one.